The next step of this project is to start figuring out what you want your design to look like. You can either, if you feel very, very confident, you can start drawing directly into one of these triangles, or in your folder, you do have a template worksheet where you can practice and see if you're going to like the design that you've created. So some of the requirements for this project will be having to, one, have variety. So different sizes and shapes in line and shape. 2, you need something organic or curvy. And 3, you need something geometric or with straight lines. So organic, something with some curves in it, and geometric, something with some straight lines in it, okay? And lots of variety. So those are the 3 main things. And if you kind of just think about these 3 requirements, it will actually help make your project look a lot more interesting. So I'm gonna start with a template so I can see if I'm actually going to like my design. I'm gonna work on the black triangle first. This will be the middle of the piece of paper. It kind of represents this part right here. And let's see, I'm gonna play around a little bit. I think maybe I want mine to kind of look like the middle looks like a star or a flower. So I'll use a ruler for my straight lines. Maybe I'll do a straight line here, and then another straight line here, like that, overlapping. And then maybe I will have a curve going from, do I want it going from here? Let's go from, I don't really have a plan, to be honest with you guys. I'm just kind of creating this design as I go. Maybe I'll do a smaller one. So I'm paying attention to my requirements. I have something geometric, I have something organic, and then I need lots of variety. So that's why I have smaller shapes, big shapes, small shape. And if you already know what colors you're using, you can maybe like cater your design to that. So if I'm doing 2 colors like blue and orange, maybe I want to alternate from blue to orange, and then maybe I'll have an outline here. That's just an example. You don't have to do that, but think about what colors you have available to you. And if you want to do full color everywhere, or if you want to do monochromatic. Notice how carefully I'm drawing, and I'm paying attention to the spacing here, so it looks very, very neat. Be as absolutely neat as you can for this. Okay, and I think I'm gonna make this one smaller, maybe something like that. And then I like having it touch the edges, because then when it mirrors itself over and over again, it'll kind of look like this. So I'm trying to predict what this might look like. Okay, let's see if I need something here. This is way too open and empty. So you do need something that touches the line up top as well. What if I did, trying to picture what this might look like. Maybe a design in the corners. Okay, let's do a design in the corners. Something like that. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll keep it for now. I'll give that an outline as well. Okay, now you don't have to make it too complicated, because if you have too many shapes, it'll be really difficult to copy back and forth. So I'm gonna try to keep this on the simpler side. I just need one more thing in here so that it doesn't look too empty. Maybe something smaller, since I have a lot of bigger shapes. Maybe I'll do something geometric again. Let's do that. So I think I'll do a line from the corner to the top, and then something like that. Maybe that'll look kind of like a star too, like a star behind the flower. Okay, I'm happy with that. So the purpose of these other triangles next to it is for you to see if you're gonna like the way this project is going to look overall before you actually start on the nice piece of paper. You only get one of these. So the neater you can make it with the least amount of erasing, the better. So it's better to practice on this one first. So I'm just gonna kind of freehand and try to imagine what this would look like if it was mirrored over. So I'm gonna copy this line here, just a rough design. So this one would go here, and then same thing here. Okay, so that's kind of cool. It would look like a star. And then I'm gonna mirror this one here just to get an idea if I like this design or not. Okay, that's kind of cool. I think I like that. And this one would go here. So I'm mirroring this on this side now too. Just, it's not perfect. I just want to see if I'm gonna like the design. I think that's kind of cool. So if I were to repeat this over and over and over again, it would look like overlapping stars and flowers. So this one, if I put it here, it would look something like this. I think I like that too. And this one here looks something like that. Something in the corner. I don't know if I like that that much, but I definitely like this middle part here. I like that a lot. And then I'd have that star again here. Okay, I think I like that a lot. I'm not really happy with the corners, so I think on my final, I'll eliminate this, but I'll keep everything on the inside now that I've decided what I like and what I don't like. So the next step then is to any one of these triangles, it doesn't matter which one, I'm gonna use this one because they look the same, and redraw the design that you have decided to use. Make sure you are super, super, super neat on your final. Use a ruler for straight lines. Make it as neat as possible because you're going to be using that as your template to trace onto the rest of the triangles. Okay, so I'm using a ruler and I'm going to draw in what I did here. And if there's things you didn't like in the original, you can always change it on the final here. Like that. And then I had a nice big curve right here, and then a curve right there, and then I had a thick outline. Okay, now since this is my final, I'm being extra careful and checking the distance between my lines, making it very neat and even. Okay, then I had another one here. Okay, and then I like that star in the background, so I'm going to add that in again. Straight line, straight line, straight line. So like that. Now, from the original, I did not like this, so I'm just going to ignore it, and I think this is plenty. Okay, so the step after this is to trace it onto a piece of tracing paper that's in your folder. So I'm going to do that next.